Hello, beautiful family. How are you all doing? Thank you for the maximum love and the support. So, my beautiful people, today I want to share with you one that's normally say shall never and see. This is Progress the Analyst, and here I keep you updated. I bring out the latest happening to you, the latest update to you. See, without not wasting much of your time, I want you to listen to Asari Dokubo. See, this reverse state something is getting out of hand. Anyways, I have to leave you to listen, and I'll be right back.
The civil defense people there said they were the people who were shooting, and they were celebrating because they were celebrating the birthday of one victim. They are celebrating the birthday of one individual, and that is why they can shoot for over 3 hours just to celebrate the birthday of an individual. Though a lot of security agencies personnel had called, even my brother Ojukaye Lagamakri called, sent me text that this Victor was the person celebrating birthday. That this Victor was the person celebrating birthday. That was what he said. Apart from him, several others had called. Unconfirmed report also had it that there were similar gunshots at Bakana and at Abonmawo. So I don't know how to connect this other incident with the one that took place very close to us. Like I always say when I talk, those who are in the know that I can confront and neutralize any threat. Those who know, they know that I can confront and neutralize any threat. And that's why I'm not afraid to stay here. From the day I got government recognition on the 31st, I proceeded there on the 1st of January. I've been staying here. It was, now you are seeing everywhere opened up. It wasn't like this before. It wasn't like this before. Abandoned 140 years ago. This is the source of Colorado. So why would somebody be around us and be shooting? I don't know. I don't want to blame the person who was celebrating his birthday. But I want to say that at this time, things like that ought not to be done, because it raises and heightens the political tension that is going on. That is, if it is true that the guns were shot because of birthday. Me, I don't believe that it was because of birthday. Because the intensity and the number of hours that these guns were fired do not indicate that it was just for birthday celebration. Having said that, I want to say that development in our dear state is showing a one-sided approach in trying to solve the problems, if there was any. One-sided. Today, I read that a secretary to the government had been appointed. And it's one Worika. I know his father, Paul Worika, if that is his father. I know his mom. She was my teacher when I was in secondary school. When I was in class 1. She was my teacher. If that is the Worika. And later on I became very close to the Worika because he was involved in the just struggle as a member of the executive of the Eastern Zone, and I think later the National of Violence. I don't know his political affiliation, but I want to know why make this appointment and who were consulted in making this appointment. If this situation will be a situation where no man is oppressed, where everyone have a stake, like all Rivers people, the Rivers people must know where these people are recruited from and where they are employed from. Because we cannot continue to have people like this morning when I was talking. I said I had rumors that Wike people have submitted lists for local government caretaker in the 23 local government. From one illegitimacy to another illegitimacy. From one illegality to another illegality. From one immorality to another immorality. Why do I say so? The events that are unfolding in Rivers State, the decisions that were taken, were they moral? Did they meet moral standards? Everybody has spoken. Former President Goodluck Jonathan, Obasanjo, and several others have spoken. And they have all spoken in the direction that these decisions were not taken in the best interest of the people of Rivers State. In a civilian government, somebody Rivers people did not choose, did not give their mandate to, is foisted on them as their administrator. Why? Why, for God's sake? And then we all are supposed to accept it. Everybody said, please don't say anything, yes. But when gunshots are now being heard everywhere, and then we cannot give proper explanation as to why these gunshots are being heard. And we know the antic of Wike and what the doors were. Like my sister said, it lies in anticipation. A lot of lies have been told about me. Wike is not God that I must support him. He owes me nothing, I owe him nothing, and I cannot support him. So it is now a crime in Nigeria for not supporting an individual. You see this to be a citizen of Nigeria because one refused to support Wike with his evil and diabolical manipulation and exploitation of the people of Rivers. And it's funny I also read people. I was the one idiot. He was saying that Fubra was ungrateful, and I am ungrateful. What would Fubra do? Me, I did not vote for Fubra. I didn't campaign for him. The Supreme Court, everybody said, INEC, the Supreme Court, the final arbiter said, Fubra won election. Okay. Now, when Fubra swore on May 29, he did not swear to protect the interests and well-being of Wike. He swore to stand by the Constitution, to protect the well-being of the people of Rivers State, including me and Wike. So how? If Wike told Fubra to do things that are not in accordance with his oath of office, was Fubra expected to throw away his oath of office and accept the whims and caprices of Wike? Nigerians, oh God, if people deserve the government they have. Every people deserve the government they have. The people deserve the government they have. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not change the condition of a people until they change it themselves. This vicious cycle of endemic corruption will not change until the people change it themselves. The power of our vote, that we will koro be watching while the sovereignty of the people of Rivers State was confiscated by the Supreme Court and given to Wike and his fellow travelers. And finally, the president broke the camel back. And they said we shouldn't say anything, we should just keep quiet. And we have been keeping quiet. And people say, oh, they are going to de-recognize me. Was I born a king? I was born into the royal family, but I was not born a king. I didn't struggle for recognition. My people made me king, and government recognized me. King, I put it in quotes, because I don't recognize myself as a king. There's only one king in Kalawa. For want of a better, more fitting description of who I am. I am an Amaka. Whether I am king or not, I will not cease to be an Amaka. Whether I am a Mainabo or not, I will not cease to be an Amaka. But because of that, so what is the essence of my being an Amainabo? When I see evil, it is said by some scholars, some Islamic scholars, and they attribute it to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that he said that when you see fitna and musibah on the surface of the earth, you change it with your hand, you speak against it with your tongue, and you hate it in your heart. That's the weakest of faith. That's a standard in Islam, that when you see fitna spreading on the surface of the earth, musibah spreading, you hate it. You speak against it, you hate it, you fight it. You speak against it and you hate it in your heart. The one I'm doing is the second one. I speak against it. Yes, I'm being condemned for speaking against it. It is much easier to follow the wagon of those who are winning. Winning does not make it right. But because Ibra like a better baby ball, Ibra like a better baby ball, use what is in your hand to tie at the tip of your wrapper. A bird in hand is worth more than 1,000 in the forest. So where food will come and you eat. It is in years of Wike that have food. It is the presidency that have food. So it's much easier to go there to support that part so that food will come from. So since Nyeso Wike had not been able to implicate me, he has tried as much as possible. On Saturday when they did that accommodation in Abalama, somebody who abused your father and your people, you welcome him and say you are honoring him. God Almighty. People are so shameless. So shameless. What they thought was that President will not allow it. Asari will not allow it. So they set a trap. Troops were prepared for intervention. And Nyeso Wike was disappointed. And he didn't even hide it. He said some people say no go come. Who tell and say no go come? Who said so? About 5 days to that abomination. I was on live and I said they are free to come. So who said it should not come? Because what he expected did not happen. And they now changed the script. They now went and blew up pipeline at Okoni. Just small, like a tip. Did that up by every man done it, and boom, state of emergency. These guns they are shooting that they are denying. His birthday they claim. Okay. They have accepted his birthday. But we are putting the world on notice that this gunshot actually took place. It was not a lie. The world on notice that the gunshot actually took place. It was not a lie. It has been admitted that it took place. Please and please. I cannot be involved in anything that will bring pain and suffering to my people. I have invested so much in this. Whether you believe me or not, that's their bloody business. I don't even give a damn whether you believe me or not. I am saying it. And all of you know, those of you, you know my capacity and my capability. So if I give you my word, I don't need to look at their face because of you. Ooh. They don't punish you. They never punish you. Who be the person where I go look where go make me fear? This is one another. This is my mother. Balava another. I am not with them and everything. But very Dokubo no matter what I am. No matter what bra perico talking. Ani yare. In Nabe Mukalawa Nabubola. Ani yare. So why would I be afraid of you? June 1st, I'll be 61. Even yesterday, my cousin died. Yesterday, my cousin died. Was in the hospital. They needed money for transfusion. And this night, because this place, there is no network. We try to get a booster now. So we are getting network now. He died yesterday. I'm older than him. He was more privileged than myself. He was more privileged than myself. Even though he was also an Amakri, he was more privileged. His father was a DO, a permanent secretary, the secretary to government and head of service, INEC commissioner, INEC chairman, and deputy governor, and a Kalabari chief. He was more privileged than myself. But he died yesterday. I'm older than him. I feel the pains of it. My father was just an icon judge. So death is not something that you should be afraid of. It will come when it will come. The only thing you should fear is, what is my record with my Creator? How am I going to settle my record with my Creator? Am I prepared at that moment to leave? That's the only thing that makes me to be afraid. And I want to say that, like I said, people say Asari is too arrogant, is too boastful. I am not always like that. I'm not a local person. I am known all over the world. And I have friends. And at all times, whenever I am into one problem or the other, they make themselves available. And today, even spiritually, I am stronger than you. Spiritually, I am stronger than you. We are going about helping and saving life, bringing hope to the hopeless. You are busy looking for ways you will corner and steal the resources of River State. That is your achievement and your greatness. To steal. I've never had government appointment. So, me, I no day for that tifu-tifu jangolingo. I no day for that tifu-tifu jangolingo. Now, because I no day that tifu-tifu jangolingo, now I make you think say you big person, a strong person, a better person. If to say all of us say we want to tifu-tifu jangolingo, if a thief person, if a thief person, so please, if the administrator had come to Rivers State, then it should be fair to all Rivers people and not play Yes or Wike's script. Because what we are hearing, the first appointment had been made secretary to government. I don't know the political affiliation of the secretary. I don't know him. If his father is his father and his mother is his mother, then I know them. And I know that Oliworika was a progressive, committed to a just cause throughout the later part of his life until he died. He was a serving Ijaw officer. His mom is a Yoruba woman. She was my teacher. If he is Oliworika's son, and that woman is his mother. But this one we heard that local government are going to hand it over to Yeso. Okay, we write the list for the 23 local government. Mr. Administrator. Like I said, your friend told me, or your colleague told me, that you are a God-fearing man, remain God-fearing. That you are a very thorough man, remain thorough. That you are a very disciplined man, remain disciplined. That you are a no-nonsense man, remain a no-nonsense. Don't give in to the whims and caprices of Mr. Yesombi. He will only destroy the reputation you have built over the years. Don't trade it off. Like you yourself said, you retired and you think that was the end of your service after you left, came back and but duty has called. I pray for you that you should do justice with this duty that has called you and has brought you. Even though people like you do not see the reason why you should be in River State and River State government house. I do not see it. I do not see it. But you are there. And there is hardly anything any one of us can do. There is hardly anything I can do. I am tied and constrained. Because when you have a friend that is doing something unpleasant to you, but you are not ready to reciprocate that, you feel the hurt, the pain, you feel the nostalgia. I am pained. But I keep on praying. The Malams, everybody keep on praying. All powers are in the hands of Allah. He is the one who decides in the affairs of men. So the security have confirmed that Victor was celebrating his birthday. That was why the shooting lasted for over 2 hours. Okay. But who were the people who were also shooting at the reported shooting, which independently cannot be confirmed, at Bakana and at Abunmao? The security agencies who swung into action to investigate the reported shooting, which has not been confirmed, at Bakana, in the vicinity of Bakana. I'll keep you posted